You haven't heard of it. Your children are obsessed by it. And it's giving Disney nightmares. KPop Demon Hunters is fast becoming one of the most successful films in Netflix history. If you haven't come across KPop Demon Hunters, one of the most successful films in Netflix history, it's because you don't know anyone under the age of 16. The animation is so intensely beloved by children that one mom, Lucy, recalls meeting a friend at a wedding in late July who was genuinely amazed she hadn't yet seen it. Just you wait, Lucy's friend warned. 3 days later, during a mini break, Lucy's children put on KPop Demon Hunters, and I can honestly say that, from that moment, a day has not yet passed when Golden, which is #1 in both the UK and US charts, hasn't been played at least 7 times in our house at high volume, she says. The dance routines have been reworked by my 7-year-old daughter. My son, 2 years older, tries to be cool, surreptitiously watching the fight scenes from the doorway when he thinks no one is looking. The soundtrack has accompanied me into work for the past 5 days. It's banging. You can't say that about Snow White, can you? Says Lucy. Defeating Snow White is Netflix's intention. In September 2020, the streamer's chief executive, now chairman, Reed Hastings, said he wanted to beat Disney in family animation, adding that's going to take a while. He seems to be getting it right. KPop Demon Hunters is well on the way to being to 2025 what Disney's Frozen was to 2013, an inescapable cultural phenomenon. KPop Demon Hunters is a little hard to explain. It draws a lot from Korean mythology and pop culture and then merges them, like a K-pop Hannah Montana meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer in Frozen. There's a cursory backstory about demons roaming the earth, sucking energy from human souls to feed their king until 3 female hunters arrived who could slay them with bows, arrows, and swords. The hunters were also singers, whose songs filled people with hope and created a musical soul barrier that keeps demons in hell. Fast forward to 21st century Seoul and K-pop superstars Hunter/X, pronounced Huntrix, aka Rumi the singer, Mira the dancer, and Zoe the rapper, are also demon hunters, obviously, and on the verge of such spectacular global fame that they could make the soul barrier permanent. But Rumi has a secret. Her dad was a demon. So when the Demon King puts together a boy band, Saja Boys, led by the fallen musician Jinu, who Rumi then falls in love with, all hell breaks loose. Only female friendship can defeat the dark forces of the abyss. There are lots of K-pop songs, catering to the rising appetite for South Korean culture in the West, popularized by groups such as Blackpink and BTS, and lots of scenes in hell, and it's possible that for certain demographics these two things are not dissimilar. But the audience for KPop Demon Hunters is not those people. It's Disney's core princess audience of tween girls, or at least the original audience was. It's now family-wide, strongly aimed at 18 to 44-year-olds as well as children. Netflix launched the film on June 20, directly up against Pixar's Elio, which was predicted to be a box office hit. KPop received little marketing support, although it was released in enough cinemas to make it an Oscar contender, and the film's first week numbers were modest, with just 9.2 million views on Netflix. Elio's opening